Hi everybody, my name's Catherine and I'm a beauty lover and reselling enthusiast, and I say that in every single video. And normally my videos go one way or the other. They're beauty focused or they're reselling and focused, but you know what? This one is actually combining those two passions together. And I figured I would do my updated You From Me video. I have been promising this. I do have one already, but some things have changed from their website, so I want to make sure that you are as informed as possible regarding those changes. And you ask, what is You For Me? That's a great question. I talk about them all the time. And so I want to share what the website is, because I feel like everybody should be singing from the rooftops about it. But basically, if you have any unused beauty products, barely used skincare, hair care, hair styling products that you don't want anymore, you don't know how to declutter, you don't know what to do with, well, this video is going to be talking about everything. It's going to be talking about the mission from You For Me. It's going to be talking about what they accept, how you can send it in. We're going to be doing a little bit of a shopping here on their website to show you all the amazing products that get sent into them and why you should shop them too. And then we're going to talk about and we're actually going to pack up a box together. I have tons of stuff that I need to send to them, so I figured we'd pack up a box together. So if that is something that sounds interesting to you, then keep on watching. So this is the welcome screen that you're going to get when you go to youfromme.com, and it's just like a beautifully set up website to begin with. I love all of the colors, kind of the greens, the pinks, the creams. It's just really beautiful. But let's start with the about us. Like, why is this place important? How did it get started? All of that jazz. So I really love their mission here, is that we are here to close the loop within the beauty industry to better our planet and create a community of sustainability. You For Me is a centralized marketplace where you can shop, sell, donate, and recycle all beauty products from one place. It's a community passionate about sustainability and transforming the beauty industry. We empower individuals to make conscious choices by offering a circular solution for beauty routine. So I don't really know the statistics, but I'm sure they are quite high of just how much waste is within the beauty community, which is, I myself am in the beauty community, and I will 100% agree that I am a part of the problem, but I also wanted to be a part of the solution. So when this website came out in, I think it had been pandemic time, if I'm remembering correctly. I found them, and because I just had so much product that I was getting from my subscription boxes that I just wasn't going to ever use, and I didn't really know what to do with. And so, I do have my own reselling websites, but I just didn't feel like those products were going to be worth my time to list. So I saw an advertisement for You For Me, and you know what? We clicked. And so I've been using them since practically the beginning. And so the philosophy is to ensure products get used to their full extent, saving materials from flooding landfills, total water and energy saver. Less extraction of natural resources, replaces the need for more product production, and offers products at affordable prices. So just really great. Now, the best thing is that they have a wonderful restoration and quality control. So they have very high standards, and they are not going to sell anything that is going to be even questionable. So feel safe purchasing from them. I would say majority of the products that they receive are new, and then the products that are barely used, again, they do rigorous quality control and testing to make sure it is safe for you to buy. And that's where the waste, reducing waste comes in, is that they're selling products that have been slightly used, but maybe didn't work for that one person, but is the holy grail for another person, so they can get it at a great price. So it did start with, I think her name is Chelsea. It's embarking on a greener acne-free path. Basically, she was getting a lot of products to help with acne, and just realizing over time that she was spending a lot of money and some of those products just weren't working. So that's where this idea sparked from. And I have been with the company ever since. I should say I am not sponsored by them whatsoever. They have no idea I'm making this. I have been sponsored by them in the past for one post. But every time that I talk about them, it's because I just love the mission of this company and want to sing it from the rooftops so that everybody is aware of it and so they can use it. I will say I will have my affiliated link down below if you are ever curious of wanting to sell with them or buy from them. That is the only affiliation that I have that I will receive something in return. But let's go to what we can sell. Yeah, let's go down to the bottom. Okay. So here are the really important rules for selling because they don't take everything or you can't resell everything. So it is really important to look over the rules of it so you know what to send in and what is going to be done with accordingly. So what you can do is it's very easy to get your own shipping label. You do have to include, I think it's 8 full-size products in order to get a shipping label, just because they're paying for it. So you're not paying for the shipping label, they are. So it's kind of built into their cost of doing business basically, which is really nice that you don't have to pay for it. But easy, you request a label, you send the products, they do all the inspections, they put them on their retail website, and you get paid. So here are some payout details. Brand new products are obviously going to be, your payout is going to be higher. Like new, slightly used, you can definitely tell, you know exactly what it's going to be like. So if you've even used it once, it will be like new and slightly used, and this is the selling price. And then barely used products is a lower selling price, and you can see that they will not take anything less than 70% filled. So if you have anything that you're planning on sending in that is less than 70% filled, it actually most likely will be recycled or donated. And they have a whole part on their website about wonderful companies that they partner with to do donations. They have a a connection with Pack Collective. So that's another way that they can help recycle products as well. So you can just like that genuinely feel good type of thing using this company. So this is really important to read to make sure that your products are meeting their certain requirements. If not, they will dispose of it accordingly in a sustainable manner. So, products must be in these conditions: brand new, like new, slightly used, or barely used. It is always important if you mark it that you've opened the product at all so they know it's less guessing that they have to do. At least 75% of the original product remaining. This one's a really important one. Products must be within at least 5 months before the expiration date. Selling packages must contain at least 8 full-size products. There you go. The resale value of the product must be more than $9. So if it's below $9, the product will be donated properly. So this is a lot of times you'll hear me on my subscription boxes is that, if I get like deluxe trial sizes and I do all the math of everything, and I say, it's, this, I'll send this into YouFromMe, but it will be donated. So I don't expect to make money off those products, but I am super glad that they go to a good cause and will be donated on my behalf. Make sure you have the original box if you still have it. No CBD or hemp products. Hair appliances must be brand new or like new, so making sure that they're still working, there's no signs of damage, all that sort of stuff. All new sample products are welcome and will be created in donation bundles, so I really do enjoy that too. So, things that they accept. This is also very important. So for your face, cleansers, moisturizers, treatments, serums, eye treatments, sunscreens, toners, exfoliators, oils, masks, primers, mists, tinted moisturizers. For body, I'm not going to read all of that. You can read it. But they pretty much take anything that is beauty related, but we do have to be careful is that if it is makeup, the makeup cannot be swatched, and we will talk about that in just a second. Really, the only used products that you can send into them are more skincare based, hair care based, fragrance, body, stuff like that. So really it's only makeup that it needs to be in new condition. So yeah, what we accept, these are brand new, likely new, slightly used, or barely used. And then what we accept that is brand new only, that includes makeup, so eyeshadows, mascaras, lipstick, lip gloss, lip balm, lip liner, eyeliner, foundation, concealer, bronzer, highlighter, face powder, BB cream, primer, brow pencil. Nail products need to be in new condition, as well as beauty tools like facial rollers, micro needling tools, any microcurrent devices, LED devices, etc. So say for instance you get something from grandma that you don't love, and if you don't think that you're going to love it, or you don't think it's going to be a shade for you, this is where I always say, where I look up swatches online to somebody that is similar to my skin tone, so I'm not, putting my grubby little fingers into it, swatching it, and then it can no longer be sent into them to be resold. So just be careful with that. I've just gotten a lot more conscious about that. I used to get things in subscription boxes that I was like, I don't know if this is the shade for me, but then I'd swatch it anyways. Well, then it like I can't send it in. So I've been a lot more aware. So things that they do not accept. So used makeup, used nail polish, or any beauty face tools, any used false lashes, makeup bags, or items with reusable applicators, prescription beauty products, used roll-on products too. So sometimes with fragrances, you'll have like a little rollerball fragrance. Again, if you don't think it's going to be for you, don't even try to swatch it or to test out the fragrance. Just leave it as is. And then no CBD or hemp products. And then there are some brands they don't accept, so just be mindful of that. Diva Curl, Monet, Suave, Avon, Mary Kay, Bath and Body Works, yada 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 yada. Some of Cool as a Cucumber, I've never even heard of that before, but just be mindful of the brands. So they do a very good job of explaining what you can and what you can't send in. And so once you kind of get a grasp of what that is, you start putting your box together, you send it in, and it's easy peasy. But I do want to go over some of the things that they just get in, and you can kind of see an idea of products that people send in to get resold, and you can see like the price difference. So this, I just clicked on the just added, so they keep this very, very updated. And as of today, like that, this Anastasia Beverly Hills dual-ended applicator, that's a new addition. So the kind of the double-edged sword about this website is that they constantly get in new products, but they constantly sell out of products too, because most of the time they're only going to have one of these items. At times, especially if it's something that came in a subscription box, they might have a few, but they're really only going to get one. So if you see something you like, don't wait. Get it. Trust me, I've been there. There are times where I saw a product and was like, oh, I'm just going to save this for later, and then it sold out. So don't be like me. All right, so some examples of products that get sent into them that you can purchase, and then the person who sent them in is getting a payout of it. So we talked about the ABH applicator right here. So we can see it had a retail value of $17, and they are listing it for $9. Fantastic. We have Drunk Elephant, the Wonder Wild Miracle Butter, $39. You're getting it for $26. Neogen Dermatology Real Retinol Serum retails for $38. You spend $23. Laura Geller Glam Lash Volumizing Mascara, selling it for $9. So just tons of different products that you can see. Polite Society, that's a relatively brand new company. And look, instead of paying $21 for a lip balm, you're only paying $10. Much more reasonable. What else? Spoiled Child, never heard of it, but an anti-aging glycolic renewing serum retails for $59. You're getting it for $42. We scroll down, we got some Patrick Ta foundation. Wow, okay. So I wouldn't say that's like the new of the new, but it's still relatively new, right? Retails for $58, they're selling it for $39. So you do have to be careful because, again, they're not going to have all of the shades, but they will tell you what colors they do have. So this one, you click on it, you can see it's a brand new fill level. It would have to be in order to be resold. And they do have, if you scroll down here, they do have a few different shades. So this color is for golden, and then they have, what is this one? Show me what you are. 5 golden neutral. So, if this is the foundation you love and that's the shades you are, you're saving a good amount of money. And if we think about it, okay, so if we're going to go into Sephora, because that's where I purchase most of my makeup, is at Sephora or Ulta. And let's say it's a Sephora sale and you're a Rouge member. Let's see, $58 minus 20% is $11.60 off. So the best you're going to get is $46.40 at Sephora. Look at this price. $39. I'm going to assume that's 32% off. That's a pretty great deal. You might find it a little bit better at like the Patrick Ta website itself, but you can only order Patrick Ta at the Patrick Ta website. So, if there's other items that you are looking for, this might be a really great place to look at them and you can get different products. Look at some of the other brands. We have Say Glowy Super Skin Tint Foundation. We have a Gucci Luminous Matte Powder Blush. This one is sold out. See, I tell you, things will move quick. Retails for $49. You're getting it for $28. Oh my gosh. I just got one of these blushes in the Sephora sale. So again, I got 20% off. That's not $28. No. That's like $39. So, but again, you only have one shade available. So it's not the most perfect thing. They don't have every single shade of everything, but if you wanted that tender apricot shade, this is a great place for you to look. They have a lengthening mascara that got sold out, this Milk Makeup glowing primer with turmeric. This is a really great place to get fragrances too, or sell fragrances. If you are like myself, who is a blind buyer of fragrances at times, and you get it and you're like, ooh, this is not for me. This is a great place to resell them to recoup that money, only if it's not a rollerball. So let me just remind you. So this one right here, this secret menu, so they do kind of not name things correctly at times. So this secret menu is actually from Sniff, and it's on their secret menu, and it's called, what is it called? Warm Couture, something like that. Crumb Couture. This is one of my favorites. This is actually one of my favorites. If I didn't already have a full-size bottle of this and didn't have some Sniff points to redeem a full-size bottle for free, I would definitely be purchasing this because it's absolutely one of my favorites. All right, even some more stuff. And this is just the first page, people. We have Lawless Forget the Filler Skin Plumping Line Smoothing Foundation. This is relatively new as well to the market. So we can see, originally it's $47. You're getting it for $34. The color is 1F. So if, you wanted to try this out, but you didn't want to pay full price prices, this is a great place to come look first. This is what I do is if there is something that I've been hankering for and I really want it, I will look here first to see if they have it before I look to paying retail prices. Other brands they get is Kosas, Winky Lux, this Lines brand I've never heard of. You get tools, more like brushes and stuff like that. I've sent in a lot of like brushes from that I get in subscription boxes that I don't particularly want. Oh my gosh, they have Dead Cool Mochi Milk. This is literally what I'm wearing today. Literally what I'm wearing today. I love this one. 100% fill. I have the travel size one and it is almost gone and I'm probably going to buy this. Yes. I'll come back to that and buy that. What else? Tarte Creaseless Setting Powder. I have this one and it's pretty decent. Let's see they have tons of colors too. So sometimes you have to do a little bit of a deep dive because they're not going to tell you if they have multiple shades of it. You just kind of have to like click on it and see. So it looks like they have a lot of the darker shades. So I bet you anything somebody got this in PR and picked out the shade that they wanted and sent in the rest, is my guess. But then we're seeing more affordable brands like Bubble, Then we're seeing higher price brands like Burrito, the color stick for cheeks, eyes, and lips. Rodin and Fields, that's pretty expensive. Some of these I've never even heard of. Noturium, that's a pretty good affordable brand, so you can get it even cheaper. But then look at this patented droplet device. Retails for $250, you're getting it for less than $200. There was one product on here that when I was looking at the website, it was, oh my gosh, I don't even know where it's going to be. I'd have to do a deep dive into it, but it was like $1,500, whatever device this was. No, that's not it. That's Medicare. Look, Christian Dior fragrance, $330, $268. Ugh. Anyways, I just really, really do love this website. It's a great place to not only purchase items, but it's also a great place to sell your items. So now that we've yapped on about how wonderful it is, let's build a box together so you can see everything that I will be sending in. Oh my gosh, Fleur. I really do like Fleur. I've never tried the Golden Rule one though. Okay. Let's Sacred, isn't that like a new brand, like Beyonce's new hair care brand? $44 to $28. I know, I just keep going on because I'm just like so amazed by how much like great things that they have and new things they have. So okay, all right, we'll stop there. Now let's go pack a box together. This is everything plus I think a little bit more that's going to be included in I don't think I'm going to fit it all in one box because I know they have like a shipping weight restriction and I don't think it's going to fit it all in, but we are going to try to make a few boxes with all this stuff. Let's get to packing. So first off, you choose a box that you think is going to best fit everything. Lucky for me, I am a reseller, which just is a fancy way of saying I'm a box hoarder. So any box that I get from any order that I make, I keep, and it's a problem. I have a closet full of boxes. That's a different story. So let's go ahead and get started with filling this stuff up. So I have my first round of things, starting with the Wing Me Ethereal Rose palette, a face and eye palette. I received this in a subscription box and just the color shades definitely are not going to work for me. So away it goes. And that's kind of what it's like with majority of the products that I get are gonna be from my subscription boxes. So there is a I don't know, there's a good and bad of having these subscription boxes. I love the mystery. I love being able to unbox things. I love finding products that are going to work for me, but let's be honest, some of the products aren't going to work for me. So this is one reason why I absolutely love having found You for Me. Is this is a place where I can send them, other people who are looking for them can find them and purchase them at a discount, and I earn some money back. So this is definitely one of the biggest reasons why I love them. And I'll link my subscription playlist for you if you're interested in seeing some of the other items that I get that I actually keep. But we are putting in a Natasha Denona Retro Glam Palette. I actually think I did purchase this from a subscription box at a discount and just didn't end up loving the color story. You know, I do love Natasha Denona products, but that one just didn't seem to work out for me. So like I wanted to have the whole collection and then decided against it. So this is always the tricky Tetris part of how do we put things. All right. Next one is this Viva La Juicy Couture perfume. I got this in order to review it. I wore it a few times and just didn't really love it, so away it goes. Hopefully somebody else loves that Juicy Couture perfume. We have this Falscara Studio. I am just not a false liner fan. But what can I say? Doesn't suit my needs. So away it goes. What else do we have? We have NARS Voyeur. What is this? NARS lipstick. Afterglow Sensual Shine lipstick. What is this? Now I'm like double checking. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I remember this. This just wasn't a shade that I was going to use. And again, didn't swatch it because I didn't want to ruin it. I want to be able to give it to other people for them just to buy it. Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume Mist. This is not something that I, like if this was a different packaging, because this little topper is like that. I don't like perfumes like that. I like them to have a spritzer, so that was the reason why I am letting go of this. We have Elmon lip scrub. I'm not a huge lip scrub fan. We have this mani maker, so it's perfect nails every time. So I think you put like the nail polish or the topper in this so it's easier to grip. I never do my nails, so there's no reason for me to have that. All right, keep it coming. We have this Mally's Get Dreamy Overnight Toning Body Whip. Not something that I'm going to use. We have some brushes from Shades of Shan brush set collection. So you get a whole bunch of brushes, which those are really great shape brushes, but I'm already like runneth over with brushes, so I definitely don't need this. But I like how it's a set, so they'll keep it as a set and somebody can buy it whole. We have 111 Skin Vitamin C Brightening Booster. This is a pretty expensive brand. This 111 Skin 31, right there. It's a pretty expensive brand, but I have tons of skincare already, so I kind of have to be picky with the stuff that I want to keep in my collection, especially the vitamin C. That was the one thing that I didn't see on their website, but I do remember them making a post about, is that if any product has vitamin C in it, because of the, I don't know if I want to call it volatility, but just because it's an active ingredient, that they can't take it if it's been opened. There's something like that. So any vitamin C products, you're going to want to double check on the website. I didn't see that readily available when we were looking, but I do remember seeing a post on Instagram, so we'll have to follow up on that. But that's going to go in there. We have Tarte Sculpt Tape Contour. This shade wasn't going to work for me, so wasn't going to even try it. I do try to like Tetris this stuff out here to make it fit really nicely. We have the Bobbi Brown Crushed Oil Infused Gloss. This is in New Romantic. If I remember, this is just like a super mauve-y shade. No, not mauve shade. Very pink shade. That is not my jam. So it goes. We have the Rose Ink Ultra Black Lash Lift Serum Mascara. Was never going to use it. Another Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Shadow Stick in the shade Golden Pink. Not something that I typically wear. This is something I'm not sure that they'll take. I might hold off on this and sell this separately or give it away to somebody, but this is the Home Court Room Deodorant Spray. I got this in a FabFitFun box, I think, and I just wasn't a fan of the smell, but I don't know if they're going to take that, so I'm actually going to put that off to the side. That was just in my box to get rid of. We have the Rare Beauty Positive Light. That's French eye brightener. Definitely not going to use that. We have Ciate London Extraordinary Translucent Powder. We have Pillow Talk Dreams Luxury Palette from Charlotte Tilbury. I think I got this in my Beautylish Lucky Bag, if I am not totally mistaken. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, way too like pinky for me. The Charlotte Tilbury formula to me is just okay. It's not my favorite, so you know, I didn't want to like dip into it and then just realize I wasn't going to use it. So you kind of have to make those decisions pretty quickly. But we have Skin Inc Pure Deep Sea Hydra Mask. I'm not a huge mask fan. I tried to pack this stuff like relatively tight in here, so it kind of acts as its own insulation, but I'm definitely going to add extra insulation to the top of it too. These two little things I am expecting to be donated because I think the retail value is too small, but this is from Monday. This is the moisture shampoo and conditioner. So if somebody, I think that's a great donation to somebody. We have this colitis quad palette in Twilight Rush. It's not a color story I was going to use. We have some eyeliners from YC Collection, the Island Eyeliner Duo, if I can speak. Here are a few other like things to be donated from Olaplex, the Bond Protector and Bond Smoother. Hopefully somebody can get good use out of that to be donated to. We have the Auric Smoke Reflect in Entice. I actually already own this and pretty sure I got this in my lucky bag, so that was just a duplicate for me. We have Mob Beauty Repurposed Capsule. What is this? Lip balm and lip capsule. Tons of lip balms. Don't need another one. Florence by Mills Glow Yeah Tinted Lip Oil. Have plenty of them. Don't need another one. Anastasia Beverly Hill Brow Definer in the triangular brow pencil in medium brown. I don't really like brow pencils. I much prefer my Kosas Air Brow. All right, we'll try to fit in a few more things before because it's getting to the top. But we have the by Rosie Jane Rosy Perfume Oil. This isn't a roller ball, so I did not test it. And we've already talked about how I don't like roller balls, so away it goes. We have the Queen Musea Matte Cream Lipstick in a shade that wasn't going to work for me. Oribe Feather Balm Weightless Styler. Don't really use much hair products. What else can we squeeze in here? The Dianus Hand, Body, and Goat Milk Cream Moisturizing Treatment. That probably will be donated. This Apto Orange Blossom Lip Balm. Then we have the Besso Balm Hydrating Lip Mask by JLo Beauty. JLo Beauty was just never something I got into. Do we have room for a few more? Maybe. The Dr. Teal's Body Lotion Relax and Relief Eucalyptus Spearmint. Again, probably going to be donated. And then a little Neutrogena body lotion that will probably be donated. So as you can see, I kind of do a mixture of things, and to be honest, that's not even like the tip of the iceberg of all the things that I have. So I will definitely be packing up a few more boxes, but this is pretty hefty. So what I'll do is I'll put in some of this packing material to really make it safe, you know, so it's not moving around anywhere or breaking anything. But these are some of the things that I send off to YouFromMe. So thank you so much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. Let me know if you got any value from this. Will you be using YouFromMe? I think it's a great website to not only sell things to recoup some money, but also to buy things. I mean, we saw some really great products for sale when we were going through it. So I hope that kind of enlightened you to a new company that does some good in this world, and maybe you'll use them in the future. Don't forget to use my referral link down below. If you do choose to shop through them, I truly appreciate it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to all the wonderful YouTube things, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.